Here we have the P38 Lightning, a World War II aircraft. Do a short walk around it. And nice sunny day here for this P38 Lightning. Flew in all theaters of combat during World War II, a very successful plane. In fact, the most successful fighter pilot in World War II for the United States flew a P38, and that was Major Richard Bong. Yes, his name was Dick Bong, but he was the most successful U.S. fighter pilot during World War II. Tragically died at age 24 as a test pilot when the plane he was flying, well, it was a test pilot. Things don't always go well. So there's the P38 Lightning. This is the F102 Delta Dagger. It's got a really long pitot tube on the nose. This was built definitely just for speed. Those little wings, it's not very maneuverable. It was meant to be an interceptor, fly as fast as it could, get to where it when they do, shoot its missiles and go. Planes like this usually didn't even have guns. In fact, the Phantom didn't have guns until later on. They were all just meant to have missiles. And as I walk around, you can see it's quite large as I walk on the tail. There's a tail hook underneath the plane. It's the big delta wings. That's why you can't really see much of the plane because I'm walking underneath the wing. Large tail. Here you go. Yes, the F102 Delta Dagger. That and the Delta Dart were just meant for high-speed interceptors. And get back around here. This is the F89 Scorpion. So one of the first all-weather interceptors. Walk out around the wing. Yeah, you can see the Herc in the background. Quiet day here. Just looking at the planes. So we go all the way around it. And I really don't know much about this plane, but you can tell it's an old plane. It's got straight wings, and for a jet, it's definitely old. If I walk around to the plaque up front, and there you go. This is the T33 Tbird, which came out of the F-80 Shooting Star. This was a trainer, a fighter trainer for pilots for the Air Force. This was the trainer before the T33 and the T37. Of course, the F-80 Shooting Star was one of the earliest of the jet fighters for the U.S. Just a single engine aircraft. Makes for a nice display. And walk around there. And of course the F-15, the air superiority fighter, in all its combat missions, still has never been shot down, has killed many enemy aircraft, but no one's ever shot down an F-15. And yet we have better planes than this today. So far better than any of those naval aircraft in the Top Gun movies. We won't go there. Obviously it's a twin engine, all-weather jet fighter and interceptor. And oddly, modern jet fighters are slower than some of the old jets. Simply because they found they didn't need all that speed. You can't maneuver at those speeds. You burn a lot of fuel. You can't loiter over the battlefield. There's more an optimal speed that is a little bit lower than their days when all they were worried about was going faster and faster. You gotta be able to see your targets and hit your targets. and reaction times of humans come into play. But that's the mighty F-15, one of the greatest fighters ever made. Okay, I think everybody recognizes this big bad boy. The C130 Hercules. Can land on almost any flat surface, can take off from extremely short runways. It can have jet assist takeoff. Basically, they're rockets they strap onto them so they can take off in extremely short areas. So it's a big plane to walk around, so not sure I'm gonna walk all the way around it. Of course, here we have a magpie visiting. And here in the background there's a jet firing up. So just walk halfway around, I guess. I'll walk all the way around. There's really no sidewalk around here, so there you go, the C130 Hercules. Here we have the F4 Phantom II, famous for its days in Vietnam. It was one of the best fighters of the day, and was used well into the 1990s, and is actually still used by Turkey, I believe. So it is an amazing old fighter plane, a jet fighter. It's actually my favorite of all the fighter planes, and just something about the F4 that I always liked. The joke about the F4 was if you put enough thrust on anything, even a brick will fly. Or it was the flying kludge, was another name for it. But if you know what the word kludge means, you'll understand. So anyways, that's the F4 Phantom II. And just come back around to center.